Tonight, June 13th to 14th, skies over Israel shook, first with explosions from Iran's retaliatory attacks, then with air raid sirens and chaos in Tel Aviv. Fighter jets were shot down, pilots captured, and global markets trembled. This is your full minute-by-minute breakdown, with every missile, drone, and casualty accounted for. When and how it started. At around 2030 UTC, Iran launched a barrage of over 150 ballistic missiles and 100-plus combat drones toward Israel, as per Reuters. These strikes were launched in response to Israel's Operation Rising Lion earlier in the day, reported by The Guardian, which targeted Iranian nuclear and military facilities using over 200 fighter jets. Tools and weapons used: Iranian ballistic missiles, hundreds in two waves targeting Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, according to AP News. Combat drones, over 100 deployed in Operation True Promise 3, reported by CBS News and Reuters. Defense systems downed. Iran claims to have shot down 2 Israeli F-35 jets. As per Sky News, though, Israel denies the claim. IDF spokesman Times of Israel reported electronic warfare and cyber strikes prior Israeli Mossad operation disabled many Iranian radar and air defense batteries, beforehand reported by Axios and The Guardian. Locations and targets struck in Israel. Tel Aviv drone debris destroyed a military depot, injured several, reports BBC. Air raid sirens active. Jerusalem, missile alerts, sirens, light structural damage, reported Reuters. State universities, residential blocks lightly damaged. In Iran, earlier Israeli strikes. Natanz and Fordow nuclear sites. Centrifuge halls damaged, reported. IAEA statement via Al Jazeera. Isfahan, military research facility, warehouses on fire, as per AFP. Tehran's IRGC base, Hamadan radar network, air defense installations critically hit, says Times of Israel. Casualties and captured pilot. Israeli casualties, military depot near Tel Aviv. Several injured. 22 injured total from missile drone swarm. And no confirmed civilian deaths reported by BBC. Iranian casualties, at least 3 IRGC commanders, 2 nuclear scientists killed, Tasnim via Washington Post. Over 50 civilians injured, 915 fatalities, reported in Tehran, said by The Guardian and Kadina Esser. Captured pilot. Iran claims to have captured an Israeli fighter jet pilot alive, but IDF denies the capture. Sky News says, an Israel dispute. The Iranian government broadcast images raising international concern. Financial losses estimated. Israel. Cost of intercepting missiles plus drone damage. Dags are $200 to $300 million so far. Economic slowdown in high-tech stock markets due to airspace closure. Iran. Damage to nuclear infrastructure estimated at $1 to $2 billion, says IAEA and expert analysis. Additional ballistic missile force. Write-offs and radar losses. Potentially $500 million plus. What's next? New retaliation waves planned. Iran warns it is ready to deploy missiles or drone strikes. Painful and sustained, said Iranian official statement. Israel on alert. Full reservist call-up. Air defense at highest level, said IDF spokesman and reported Times of Israel. Global diplomacy in overdrive. UN Security Council emergency session, European Union, US, and regional partners urging restraint, according to Reuters. The markets brace. Oil futures up plus 8 to 10%. Stock indices down, were 1.5%. Biggest energy shock since Ukraine conflict began. Tie in what this all means. This marks the sharpest escalation since 2024's first strikes, signaling a shift from proxy to direct confrontation. The capture of a pilot raises stakes dramatically. This is no longer just standoff, it's personal. Every missile or drone could trigger a wider response. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button, subscribe to The Timely Talk, and comment below. What do you think comes next? Do you see de-escalation, or is this the start of a wider regional war? Share your thoughts.